Welcome to Aviator DB News Briefing. Today is Thursday, April 2nd, 2026. Here are today's top stories. Captain Steve analyzes viral 737 ERJ-175 near-miss video. FAA maintains pilot retirement age at 65 amid industry debate. Artemis II launch confirms SLS Orion operational status for deep space ops. Now for the details. Captain Steve, an airline pilot and aviation content creator, has released a new video analyzing reported near-collision footage between a Boeing 737 and an Embraer ERJ-175. The YouTube short titled "A Captain Steve Video, But He's Confused" shows his reaction to viral footage of the two aircraft converging dangerously on a runway. While Captain Steve breaks down the procedural responses and pilot actions, no official statements have been issued by airlines or aviation regulators regarding the specific incident details. The analysis focuses on maintaining separation standards and interpreting traffic collision avoidance system alerts during critical approach phases. Captain Steve's channel frequently covers aviation safety topics, including recent breakdowns of hydraulic emergencies and air traffic control deviations that highlight communication failures. Aviation experts note that such analyses help identify common patterns in runway incursions, though they emphasize the distinction between video commentary and verified incident data. The content provides viewers with an expert pilot's perspective on high-stress aviation scenarios while clarifying the difference between social media analysis and official accident reporting. Flight numbers, exact dates, and locations remain unverified by external authorities, but the educational value of the cockpit decision-making breakdown continues to serve the aviation community. Regulatory framework. The Federal Aviation Administration currently sets the mandatory retirement age for commercial airline pilots at 65 years old. This regulation applies to captains and first officers operating under Part 121 rules, aligning with International Civil Aviation Organization international standards. The rule does not affect private or general aviation pilots. Historical context. This mandatory age limit was originally established at 60 years old in the 1950s, before being raised to 65 in 2007. Officials frame the regulation as a safety measure designed to mitigate potential risks from age-related cognitive or physical decline in high-responsibility roles. Current industry discussions often reference these established protocols when debating future regulatory changes. Future outlook. Further adjustments to the retirement age would require extensive review of current FAA and ICAO proposals. Aviation safety organizations emphasize that data on pilot performance remains central to any potential legislative updates regarding age limits. Stakeholders continue to monitor official statements from federal regulators before significant policy shifts occur. Artemis II launch confirms SLS Orion operational status for deep space ops. Kennedy Space Center, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, confirmed that Artemis II launched successfully on April 1, 2026, evening ET, marking the first crewed Artemis mission. The launch utilized Kennedy Space Center's Launch Complex 39B in Florida. Industrial partnerships and systems verification. The Space Launch System, SLS, rocket propelled the Orion spacecraft, which carried 4 astronauts on a 10-day trajectory. Post-launch activities include verifying critical systems, life support, propulsion via ESA's European Service Module, manual piloting, communications, and navigation. Industry partners confirmed key operational milestones. NASA emphasizes SLS Orion as the backbone for single-launch deep space operations. The agency states Artemis II marks a key step toward long-term return to the Moon and future missions to Mars, with crew testing systems for safe human exploration. ESA confirmed the April 2026 launch window was met. The European Service Module enables life support, power, and propulsion. Astronauts will demonstrate proximity operations critical for gateway delivery, e.g., ESA's lunar IHAB. Northrop Grumman highlights Artemis II as the first crewed SLS Orion test, building on Artemis I, 2022, validating deep space hardware. Mission profile and crew operations pre-launch, NASA fueled SLS with 7 100,000 gallons propellant. No delays were noted in the results. The onboard crew includes Commander Reed Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover, mission specialists Christina Koch, and CSA astronaut Jeremy Hansen. The mission profile included Earth orbits for system checks before a lunar approach within approximately 8,000 kilometers, 5,000 miles. Significant human physiology studies are underway, including Aviator, organ on a chip for radiation microgravity effects, while the crew conducts lunar geological observations to support Artemis III planning. Outlook and next steps. Splashdown in the Pacific Ocean is expected around T+9 days, 1 hour, 46 minutes. Analysts note this mission builds on successful uncrewed Artemis I, 2022. While there are no major incidents reported post-launch, radiation and heat shield data remain key risks for future processing. The next phases include Artemis III, Lunar Landing 2028, and Artemis IV, Gateway Assembly. The Planetary Society's Kate Howells notes the mission succeeds as a test flight, proving SLS Orion for landings, refining Artemis III plans through deep space biostudies such as sleep and radiation exposure analysis. Mission details. Summary launch date, April 1, 2026, evening ET. Location, KSC Launch Complex 39B, Florida. Primary systems tested, life support, propulsion, comms, navigation, physiology studies. Future missions, Artemis III, 2028, Artemis IV. That's all we have for today. You can get the latest aviation news at aviatordb.com.